Hi, this is James again, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit me on the Cash App. Hit me on the Cash App so I can purchase more acrylic paint, masking tape, and paint brushes. It's just that simple. All right, today's is going to be about house music. House music. House Nation. House Nation. House Nation. House Nation. Well, don't get me started. Don't get me started, y'all. Yes. Yes, house music. You know, after disco, at first it was disco, okay? After disco, that's when I started hearing a lot of house music. And then I really started dancing. Coming up in the 80s, man, it was too much fun. It was too much fun. Because I started dancing, and then I was out there with everybody, dancing, So, look, house music was pioneered by music producers and DJs mainly from Chicago, So most of them was from Chicago, such as legendary Frankie Knuckles. Frankie Knuckles was bad. He was called the godfather of house music, okay? There was Little Louis, the rave pioneer, and Jesse Sanders, Ron Harley, Larry Heard, and Farley Jackmaster Funk. Okay? Farley Jackmaster Funk. That was, man, that's when they were scratching and everything. And also was Steve Silk Hurley and Ralphie Rockin' Rosario. It's too many for me to name. Too many, DJs for me to name, but they were very influential in the house music era, And house music went out when rap took hold, So house music, it's still, but there's still some dedicated house music people out here. There's still some dedicated house music people out there, that's keeping the tradition alive, They're keeping it alive, especially in Chicago, But I don't know, man, but those parties, man, the playground, the candy store, the warehouse, all of those places, man, was jumping. I'm talking about, it was so packed in there that you couldn't stick your arms out. It was only elbow room in there. Yeah. And those parties were jumping. And we used to have dance contests. We used to have groups, dance groups and stuff like that. I know it was a group called the Spy Guys that everybody wanted to get in, But I don't know how you had to get in the Spy Guys, but they was a dance group. But, we had many dance groups. And we made up dances, too. And tried them out at the big parties, The big joints. Where you go up in there where they big. And then you'll do the dance that you made up, And especially, it'd be good if mostly you can get the dance out in your neighborhood first. So when everybody doing that particular dance, when you go to the big joint, the big party, that's when all of y'all do the dance, And then, yeah. Man, house music that was my first love, far as, really, because with music, But soft rock was my first love, actually, I learned all the soft rock songs and stuff. And then house music. Because I was dancing. Yeah. And you couldn't help but to dance when they played house music. You couldn't help but to dance, But man, Farley Keith, he used to rock the house. All of them used to rock the house. Yeah. It's a whole lot of other DJs too. But it's just too many to name. I just named those few. But those parties were jumping. I used to live for that stuff, man. I used to go to a party and I would stay till 4 in the morning, 4 in the morning. And I was young too. And I had to get back home and had to sneak in the house and stuff like that. But man, the warehouse was a crazy place, man. It had these big dice in there. They were big that you can jump on top of and sit on top of them. They were dice thrown out on the floor, out on the floor. And you would just climb up there and sit on the dice and stuff like that. It was crazy. But the candy store or the playground, that I think that it turned from the candy store to the playground or the playground to candy store. But most people called it the playground. Man, we used to stay up in there all night. And I'm talking, we would dance for 4 hours straight. 4 hours. Can you believe that? 4 hours of dancing. And we used to do it every weekend. Every weekend. Every weekend, we would get out there and do our thing.
Hey, man, let me get a little bit of that, man. Let me get one. Let me get one of those. What's those you got? Crack.
Look, man.
Oh, man. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
I'm tired of this,
man.
I'm tired of this.
I just want one, man. Let me get one, man. It look good when you're eating it and stuff.
Get you one of these
man.
And call it a day. Don't take it out my hand. All right.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, man. Those days I'll never forget. I'll never forget those days. Never. Because, man, then I started trying to DJ myself, And that's where I got my name, Jack Attack. Jack Attack. So everybody started calling me Jack Attack. But, it phased out after that. But I used to dance. I was a good dancer. A good dancer. And, when I get started on something, I perfect it. And I keep practicing, keep practicing. I used to practice certain moves and then execute them out on the dance floor. Yeah. Yep, but house music will never die. It'll just keep playing in the background. It's going to be, music, house music. It's going to stay alive, because I still hear mixes like the old mixes that was what they were doing back in the day, back when the Hot Mix 5. Y'all remember the Hot Mix 5? Oh man. The Hot Mix 5. And they used to play it like every weekend or even in the evening time on just regular radio, they would play the mixes. It was mixed. And it was about an hour long, all different songs mixed in. And then they start scratching and stuff. Man, it was bad, man. When they really started scratching, man, it was extraordinary. It was. Yeah. Well, that's it. That's it, you guys. I have to get up tomorrow. Of course, But Be looking for me again. I'm going to do another one tomorrow, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share, share, share. Share my videos along with everyone. Share them so that everyone can get this experience, okay? Peace. Adios. Salamat. Chair dance.